Okay, all right, welcome to another forex section. Now, this is bearish markets. Okay, I told us that for you to trade the bearish market, the first thing you should look at for is to look for a market that is trending to the downside. Okay, so if you look at our screen, you find out that the market is actually trending to the downside. So, having identified that, you draw your support and resistance. I told us the easiest way to draw our support and resistance horizontally is to look for where the market reacted from previously. The more the market reacted from that particular area, the better and the stronger that particular zone is. Okay. Now, once you have drawn your support and resistance horizontally, then you draw your support and resistance vertically, which is our trend line. Okay. Now, the same laws is also applied to that of trend line. You look at for where the market reacted severally. So that is how we draw this particular resistance, vertical resistance, and the vertical support. Okay. Now you can go back to the previous lectures to actually understand this in detail, but I believe is very clear. Now, having done that, in this lecture, I want to show us something we should put in mind while trading the bearish market. Very important. You know, the bearish market form lower high and lower low. What does it mean? This is lower high. This particular level is lower than this one. This particular level is lower than this one. This particular level is lower than this one. This particular level is lower than this. So that is why I say that it forms lower high and lower low. Now, what does the lower low mean? Now, this is a low. This particular low is lower than this one. This particular low is lower than this one. This particular low is lower than this one. So on and so forth. So that is how you identify a bearish market. That is one way. But like I told us, once the market is trending down, you know that it's a bearish market. But you need to also know it using the lower high and the lower low. Okay. Now, for the sake of being specific, forget about lower low. Focus on what? Lower high. Because trading at lower low is trading against the trend. I know so many persons we want to trigger trade from lower low. In a downtrend, trading from lower low is trading against the trend. It's just like you're triggering a trade from this level. Yes, definitely you can be profitable, but it is much easier to trade with the trend. So your focus will be identifying lower high. Because if you locate lower high and trade from lower high, you are trading with the trend. And if the market keeps falling, there's every tendency that your profit will keep increasing. But once you are trading against the trend, there's every tendency that the market is going to continue downward, which will eventually you will be stopped at. Okay. If you trade against the trend, triggering the trade from the lower low, there's every tendency that the market will continue going to the downside, and that way you'll be stopped out of from the market. Definitely, if you continue trading against the trend, the market might just choose to continue its trend and you'll be stopped out from the market. So that is why you should focus on what? Identifying the lower high. Lower high. Your focus is what? Lower high. Now, when you see like this is a lower high because this low is lower than this one. So this is the area I should be looking at taking a trade from this particular lower high. Okay. Now, if we have done that from this previous market, you find out that it would have just been profitable. As long as the previous high is not broken, as long as it's not broken, the market is still on a down trade. Sometimes the market might do a deeper retracement. Sometimes you just see the market might do a deeper retracement to this level. That does not mean that the trend has been broken, because you can just continue down to this level and continue trending down. So that is why there are so many factors that we have to watch out for while trading the bearish market. Okay, now one take home from this particular lecture is that always watch out for lower high. Only trade from lower high. Only trade from lower high. Never take a trade from lower low in a downtrend. If you take a trade from lower low, you are trading against the trend. Only trade from lower high. Okay, now I'll show us in the next lecture how to actually use this to take a trade. All right, so stay tuned. See you in the next lecture.